exhausted, immediately pick up yourself, sit, close your eyes and observe the breath. In 10 minutes, you get back your energy and again you become like Hanuman, start flying. Get back your energy. You tell me, what is this Hanuman principle? You know what is Hanuman principle? Becoming Pavana Putra, becoming Breath Putra, becoming Swasa Putra. In Ramayana, Valmiki has given the formula of meditation. He said, Pavana Putra. You become, start flying. You know. And Hanuman can get the whole mountain of health, Sanjeevani Parvata. A little meditation will give you a mountain of health. That is the meaning, symbolic meaning of that story. Understand? You are dwelling into the story, missing the main essence of the story, which is saying, hey, guy, you become a meditator. You become the offspring of your own meditation, offspring of your own breath. Pavana Putra, Swasa Putra, Breath Putra. So, my dear, whenever you feel exhausted, immediately sit and close your eyes and observe your breath. In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole battery will be charged. Again, you can start working for 24 hours.
Right. Happy Sunday morning and a great afternoon and good evening, friends. Welcome back to Harmony session. I hope everyone is inspired from yesterday's session, what Lawrence shared, and understand the power of meditation and how she, coming from France, a country where meat is staple food, and turned into a vegetarian. So hope that inspires everyone and understand the power of meditation. Today we're going to learn more about some deep illnesses. What is the root cause of those? What is the cause and effect theory? So welcome back, Chandra. So please take us through this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Good afternoon, evening. This week, understanding how to improve our health and how meditation can help. We said stress gives 90% of the illnesses, which is about having such a negative thought. And so we eliminate that, so we solve them. So all those 90% go away pretty quickly. Then what happens to the remaining 10 or 5 or whatever percentage that is, that are there, that seem to have come from by birth, at birth, as soon after birth, early time, or some seem to be so strong, and then if you look back into your current age and experience, it doesn't add up. Did you really carry that kind of stress to build up that kind of illness? With stress, we remove several illnesses. Then with having heightened positive feeling through concept of epigenetics, that if I send sufficient amount of positive and miraculous energy with enough excitement so that the energy can be as strong as possible, then the epigenetics is saying that you can upregulate the genes of the body to produce and then repair. And so there is a way to heal any illness, is what epigenetics is saying, that many illnesses can be healed. And so you can explain some way how some people are healing, let's say from cancer. If you say there is difficult, then there is a solution here. If say it is very difficult to heal, but there are people defying it and then are able to come out. It requires a lot of determination to meditate for 6 hours, 8 hours, and then actively be able to visualize for longer durations about being back again and then doing things the way we're doing, not get succumbed by the environment, not succumbed by our own internal dialogue, because for days and months we work, but it's still not happened yet. It's not recovered yet. And so they'll go back into the old dialogue. There's deep-rooted illnesses that don't seem to have answers, are coming, and then from somewhere, everything comes from somewhere. Everything comes from somewhere, because from a scientific model, then it is cause and effect, law of cause and effect. There is a cause, there is a set of energy that is put into motion, and so then it is coming back into the physicality at some place at some time. That's cause and effect. Or in spiritual science terms, is called karma. Theory of cause and effect of theory of karma. Cause is that thought that has originated with an intention to do something. Effect is, of course, a thought originated with an intention to do something has to come back physically somewhere. And so then that cause and effect is combined into law of karma, where there is an actor who caused something to happen with an intention, so then a corresponding action has happened. If I did something in my first job, for example, which was not caught, which was something wrong, let's say, against the system. 20 years ago, I did something wrong against the system, which went unnoticed that time, potentially, but then eventually, after 20 years later, something comes up, and then suddenly says, oh no, this is something I know it happened 20 years ago, but in between we forget, in between we push it on the carpet, we avoid it, but then eventually it can catch up. Somebody has done something. Perfect case is the law. Somebody does something today, but then due to the system, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, there is a judgment coming saying that this is what has happened. So then here is a associated, what we call here judgment punishment system, but here is an associated steps that are required to rectify you to become normal again. To not repeat that again. To learn to not repeat that again. So the event has happened in the beginning, but 20 years later, there is an equivalent, there is a reaction that is showing up for that event. Does not mean that 20 years later has happened, does not mean that the original event didn't happen. It happened. It happened a long time past. And if that long time, I mean, we've seen in some cases, 40 years it takes judgment system. By then people change, so they don't even remember what has happened. How is this possible? When you don't remember what's happened, then you look from a short time frame and say, oh, and assuming that person was doing great deeds, let's say in the recent 10 years, then people look at it, forgetting with the past and say, was doing always great stuff. How can the law be so unreasonable to this person in giving whatever that it is giving as a punishment, what you call? How is it so unreasonable that he's done such a great thing, then why is it doing it? But if you go back all the way to the 40 years of history, things that have been done against the law of the land catch up. Law of cause and effect is working like that. That in the quantum field of energy, that everything that's put out there in motion, whether intention is always going through to manifest. And then there is also reactions happening by various people through their own emotional field, their own energy field. I push Rakesh to do something, and Rakesh is pushing back on me to do something else, depending on our conscious levels of consciousness. And so ultimately, the energy fields somewhere transform into a set of actions. And so they physically come back as events. Everything is done through an intention. And everything in a law of cause and effect, if we are experiencing a deep-rooted illness or a deep business challenge or a significant loss or many things like that where we do not seem to have an answer. I'm a fresh businessman. At 22 years, I started a business and I suddenly lost $200,000, all my investment. What do you explain? For a youngster, at 22 years, lost everything. You can't look at it and say, okay, 22 years, did you cheat somebody? Where is this the first business? In my first business. I didn't cheat, but somebody deeply cheated me. In my business, I lost all of that. So then in this, my 20 years, I've not done any business to cheat anybody. I only just graduated from college. And then so I'm just doing it, but this happened. We must look back into time. We must increase the horizon of time. Number one. Number two, when the increase the horizon of time, then we have a bigger and bigger and bigger picture to see why something seems unreasonable now. For a longer period of time, look at it, then there is a lot of things that happened in the past, and so it is an effect of it. Have caused serious challenges to the farmers in an area, and then constantly push them and suck the blood out of them in many, many ways by their energy, their money, their lands, their this, their that, many things. And so they suffered enough that either I got under their influence at some point because things catch up. The moment we understand that we've done a lot of stuff against people, then at some point in our life, it catches up as a regret. And then either we're regretting at some point in our life and say, gosh, why did I do this kind of stuff? How could I do this? And what kind of torture they've gone through? Can't imagine I've done this. And why could I be so greedy? We start regretting at some point, it's going to catch up. And when we do those regrets, and then they go into that analysis, and then we start imagining with a lot of feeling everything that others have gone through only to recreate for ourselves. One way. Things get recreated. The other way is that we must look at spiritual science understandings of law of reincarnation, that we are reincarnating again and again. The energy, matter became energy, And that energy as a field, it's like in this entire universe, let's say take Earth, planet Earth, and then you take the map, world map. Some places have dense where the matter is there, where it's water, then it is a little lighter. So same in the entire field of quantum, every individual, there is a dense field. Every individual's consciousness, there is a dense field of energy, which is full of all the past, which is full of all the past physical events and experiences became energy and then holding on there as patterns. And so that whole thing, based on various intelligence, and why could it not be physically reproducing itself as matter somewhere? If I can create with my thought some matter down now within the purview of my conscious mind, then why couldn't something that created us could also be creating the matter at some other point? And I could create an earphone through my own research, which is based on a lot of knowledge and an experience that I had from the recent past. Then why couldn't something else create a new me based on a lot of past, the baggage of everything that I've done? Based on that, I could create a new me to experience something else. For every why not or why, there is a why not. And for every why not, there is a why. We have to question. Because in the infinite field, everything is possible. So the point, dear friends, is that so far, if we increase the horizon, then we start having more answers, time horizon, not just 10 years, 20 years, increase time horizon. Understanding the law of reincarnation, that we are coming back again and again for an experience. Growing from where we left from the past, just like when a child stops at 5th grade, then they change the school, they start at 6th grade. They're not going to go back to 5th again. And if I failed in 5th grade with 30 marks, the next time I come back, and then eventually the child is repeating 5th grade with a 40 mark to pass through, and then it goes on like that. So 30 is not a failure, it was a failure earlier, but now it's no more. We consider something as failure or bad based on what we have set ourselves as cultural society rules. But otherwise, there's only an experience. So regret is breeding to new regretful experiences to create how we create negative things for ourselves. And then second is become more adventurous. Everything is an experience. When we are coming back for adventure, if I'm a serial businessman, serial entrepreneur, if I see first time I'm safe in playing out in whatever I'm doing. After a company gets successful, then I go back and say, this time I want to do a little more adventurous things. More adventurous things that I'm ready to do, because just the nature of the human is to be adventurous. We know that knowingly I may get into trouble in many ways, but then I still want to do it. Exploring deep sea, and then going down there, and then trying to figure out, build something, for example, requires a lot of adventure. Many lives can go by going there, but then still there are people exploring the deep sea to wanting to create something. Adventurous, knowingly you're going into things because that's the nature. And so then when we are, if it's a businessman and an entrepreneur able to create adventurous things from next one, and then if we as individuals are seeking into adventure, we still want to go into bathe at that waterfall below, even though it's been told it is unsafe. Many people are going in. It is told it is unsafe, it is deep, and then this and that, but still we want to go in and then get that experience of bathing in that waterfall. Adventure. And so everything is an adventure. So when we are coming back with a new plan, just like a company or an entrepreneur plans a new venture, next one, the new venture. And the new venture can have a lot of challenges. And so when we're coming back, to physicality, we come with a lot of adventures. Just another venture. The venture is about learning how to be compassionate. It's about how to be patient, how to be less angry, and then many, many things. How to not feel low of ourselves when everybody is just putting all kinds of blame on us. Many reasons, dear friends, the illnesses are a way to know more about ourselves, to develop a quality. Or the challenges of business, is challenges, it's all law of cause and effect, is that you have decided, and it is not a punishment system. If you understand spiritual science, never a punishment system, because everything is free will. So we think and we create. It's not a punishment system. It is, instead we are seeking either adventure or we regretting, and so then we create. You're seeking actively through your own thought and a plan. Just like if we can create adventures, we can seek, even though we know that it is dangerous to the body. For example, radioactive thermal power stations. We know that it is dangerous to the body. Nuclear reactors, if they get exposed to that, it is dangerous to the body. But we still are deciding to create it. Collectively. So, dear friends, law of cause and effect is always working, of why we are going through what we're going through right now. Do you understand this? Dhyana Jagath karmanam. So what is the way to overcome? To look into this, just understand that much. To accept, one way is to accept. When you understand this theory that, okay, a bigger picture, there is a theory. You know, you have an important meeting with Prime Minister. The flight is not landing. And there are 10 flights in the queued up because of congestion. And we start frustrated. Oh, this is going on. How bad these guys are. I mean, going around here in the airport, in the airspace, it's not landing. And so, but somebody else gets priority, somebody else gets priority, and still being waiting. Either you get frustrated like this and then continue to do this and that and create more, or we accept that, oh, there must be a great reason of why I've been put to wait, because there may be another flight without fuel. There may be another flight where the person is having a deep health challenge on the flight, so they need more priority than our flight. So either we get to accept it, of whatever that we're going through, by understanding that there is always a reason of why I'm gotten here. Or re-experience to look into it so that you can overcome it. By looking into it, so the acceptance is the problem. And so this is where things like past life regressions, where you go back and look into the challenge. To accept. When you relive something, somebody gives my dad a punishment, and then I won't agree because I don't even know the memory of what has happened. But then somebody goes back and shows me a series of events and says, okay, this is what has happened. Fine, I'll leave it. Accept it. So when we Dhyana Jagath karmanam is from Bhagavad Gita, that means the more wisdom we gain, then the more we are able to dissolve the past. The more we understand, the more we dissolve the past easily. And so then the possibility of healing is happening. Number one, there's no resistance. Then you start becoming coherent in our body. When you accept, there's no resistance to what we're going through. So there is coherency we're building up. Anymore, we're not resistant, we're not separate. So we build up coherency. Accept me, you start becoming neutral, and then potentially then you start becoming joyful again. This is what is happening to many people who are going through this condition. They start accepting, so they become joyful, coherent. And then, dear friends, when you are coherent, and then we start thinking about what you want to experience as a new body, then it is possible to come into physicality by visualizing and dreaming about it patiently. So then we can heal and change. Jnana Agni Dagda Karmana means to accept through more and more knowledge, all the karma gets dissolved, means that you don't have to experience it anymore because you accept to come to a positive feeling to live life again. And so then we start creating and then we can heal. First, we have to become into coherency. Coherency means a total acceptance and being able to be in a positive, joyous mode, no matter what I'm going through in my health condition. And so then it is possible to heal. So let's go into meditation, our long meditations. And today we will continue to create a good experience, a greater experience is supported by a great new body. That our body is healing. Then we can add this thing that I accept my situation as is. I understand the cause and effect. And then whatever it is, I'm here for an experience. So I accept my current health or body condition as is. I accept it as is. I recognize that infinite possibilities exist to experience a new body which supports me greatly towards what I'm willing to, what I'm seeking to have as an experience. So that's your affirmation. And then you go about imagining the future experiences, whether it is that marathon singing or trekkings or your ability to support great new non-profit work or whatever for-profit work through your energy, that your body is supporting you for a great future experience, which is otherwise is limiting you today. And so you imagine about those future experiences after affirming about this great health, right? So meditation is heart elevation, then breath mindfulness meditation, and then a visualization segment about affirmations about greater health, accepting whatever the situation is, and then we imagine, dream about future experience for some time. Then we will, what's the time now? Okay. So we will lie down and relax after this imagination segment. We're going to do quick short breaths for a few seconds, and then we lie down and relax, which seems to have a greater energy absorption effects. And then we express gratitude, and then we come out of a meditation. Right, friends? So let's go into the meditation. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. Relax your body. If anybody new, we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal in this today's meditation, the main segment is breath mindfulness meditation, is to empty the mind. You sit down as you see in the picture, and then with your eyes closed, you observe your breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty, and then be in the state of emptiness. If you have thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath, and then again observe the breath and slowly go into empty state. This is where you're spending maximum time to be empty, to be with this quantum field of energy. Before we're doing this process, we're doing something called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for it. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area and rest your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seed of all emotions. Feel the beat, the rhythm of your heart center. Connect with it. The center of all emotions. Which is helping your life thrive with these energies of love, gratitude, compassion, adventure. Recollect an experience from your life, from your past or present of love, of compassion, of adventure, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more we experience the energies of love, the more we experience that connection, that coherence with all things and everybody. Allow yourself to direct that energy all around this planet, for it is bound to be received by the needy. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your eyes closed, fingers in. Become aware of the emptiness inside of you, all around you. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of energy with limitless possibilities and opportunities. longer you stay aware of this field of energy as no body, as no thing, the more you tune in to these possibilities, Friends, as we are clearer in our mind, it is a great new opportunity to create a new future supported by a great new body. Our thoughts and feelings create our outer reality. Our thoughts and feelings are constantly communicating with our body and shaping its energy, shaping its health. Imagination is greatly influencing higher thought and higher feeling, your friends. I'd like you to make intentions about your body, and I would like you to imagine of a great new future experience supported by this body. Come on, friends, affirm those intentions to heal, to rejuvenate, to gain that sound health in your body, in that organ, in every part of that body, friends. Affirm with excitement, dear friends, those intentions that create great health in your body. And I'd like you to imagine of a new future experiences as if your body is healed, your body is healthy, the organs and parts are healed and healthy, that your affirmations, their intentions have come true. So dream that future, dear friends. What choices are you making in this future? Feel it. What experiences are you having in this new future with that great new body? Come on, friends. I want you to live, imagine and dream of those experiences. I want you to live them now with that feeling and emotion in every cell of your body, the joy, that confidence, that excitement, that satisfaction. Whatever that may be, live it, dear friends. Believe. The stronger you feel that emotion of that future experience, dear friend, the stronger you signal your cells in the body to upregulate. You signal the quantum field to create and draw that experience. Come on, friends, we're here to experience Imagination is your power to experience, to change your thought and feeling. Love this new life, dear friends, into this body. Feel it. Let there be no doubt about it. Remember, this future exists in this field of energy. The stronger you signal, the stronger you feel, the clearer your intention, the more stronger you signal the quantum field, your body. Believe, experience. Feel that emotion. Whatever that may be in your future. You are the architect of your life, friends. Feel more of that future, supported by your great new body, that organ. Your intentions about your body's health, the recovery, the rejuvenation of that organ, other parts of your body have come true. So live that future, dear friends. With no limit whatsoever. Believe. And remember this feeling. Relax, dear friends, relax. And let your body absorb these energies. All intentions, all feelings, emotions are energy. Let this unified feel organize this future for you, the right time and place. I want you to deeply rest and relax. Breathe with me. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Come on, friends. Let's go. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold it, exhale, relax into that energy. That's energy in your brain. Feel it, relax into it. And quickly lie down, dear friends, wherever you are, without disturbing your meditation. Lie down to deeply rest and relax. Take a comfortable posture. Feel the weight of your body on the floor, on the mattress. Relax and allow yourself to drift away into the emptiness of this universe and be a witness to whatever you may experience. Drift away. Come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Stay where you are. Place your hands over your heart. With your hands over your heart, bless your body with a new life created by this new mind that is reprogrammed with your higher will and your imagination. Your body is your temple. Bless it and love it into this new life that is filled with adventure and opportunity. Recognize that whatever that you emotionally embrace is always manifesting into your physicality. Let your past turn into wisdom. That no longer limits you and that guides you into this future. Understand that all the challenges are helping you move into your greatness. Align with that higher intelligence in you. Let it consume you. Ask it to move with you, move through you, move around you. Express gratitude. Your thoughts send the signal, but the feelings draw the events into your life. Come on, friends, open up your heart and give thanks to this new life before it's made manifest. Gratitude means that event is already happened. Your gratitude to all things and everybody, to your parents, teachers, friends, family, this nature, to everything you use, the systems, the companies, the governments, to yourself, to this intelligent quantum field. Bring your awareness back to your whole new body, to a whole new environment. Feeling with certainty that this future is unfolding for you from this very moment in a way that you least expect and imagine. Recollect your experiences from the session And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes.
No, you're on mute.
Okay, friends. Hope you could tune into yourself, into the field. Thank you for giving the time for yourself without a rush. We have to completely let go of ourselves. When there is something in the back of our mind, then we're just not helping ourselves. It's great to be connected here. We're concluding our second week. Our wisdom notes that we're sending every day are helping us revise and rewire the circuits to remember for longer. It's a great idea to go back and then look through all the wisdom notes of the week to revise the concepts, and to the best of our ability, the wisdom notes are matching with, if not all of what we're speaking, but some of what been spoken or discussed in the sessions. So thank you very much. And most certainly we are starting up with another set of concepts for next week around this concept of creation in this quantum field. How are things getting created, and what are the steps to make our creation process more powerful? So that's what we're going to learn next week. And thank you. And Radhika, you have announcements.
Yes, Chandra, thank you for that wonderful meditation. Friends, we have a great event coming. We are very excited to announce a 5-day retreat that takes you to a state of deep transformation in and out. The program is designed with several long meditations and wisdom sharing sessions with scientific approach, just like this one by Chandra. This is going to happen from 1st March to 5th March on Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. Please, we will share the more details of this in your respective groups today. Please register and avail this opportunity. This is in person, so it will definitely be much more than what is going on with Harmony programs. So we are inviting you to this retreat, and please register and share with your friends and family. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So as always, so we will stay for a little more time to share, and I will be very interested, having gone through a 2-week journey, and then if any of you sat through this long meditation, being new to the program, would like to know, and of course, any of our long-term meditators, how are you progressing? And so it'll be good to hear your experience of today's meditation after 30-second break. And those of you planned on time only till now, so thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. into a third week of Harmony program. Thank you.
All right, so we have Jay. Sir, please unmute yourself.
Thank you very much for the wonderful meditation, sir. I have a question. Sometimes there will be sudden urge to scratch somewhere in the body. Is that natural? Thank you.
What is natural you're asking? Sorry, I missed that.
You said scratch, then
Scratch as if
yeah,
feel the scratching on the body.
body, yes.
Okay. Yes, madam, any type of thing is, any experience is possible. Any body sensations, sweating, scratching, or feeling very cold and chills and shivers. Physical body, apart from movements, all these are also possible. Just go through it. Just go through it. And, if it's possible to stay away from it in doing what it's asking you to do, but then if it's just not possible to stay away without scratching, and then so it's going to break your meditation, but that's okay, then do it. Then go back into meditation again. Okay. It's not really possible. That is normal. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Next, we have Ashokji. Please unmute yourself.
My gratitude, madam and Chandra sir. It was a wonderful experience. My little query is that can we extend our power breathing, inhalation, exhalation, which we have done, because it's a great experience after that relaxation. This is one question. And the second is, should we in our diet, vegetarian diet, should we consume lasan or not? A little bit lasan, because they say, the doctors say that it has a lot of medicinal value. Naturopath also advocate it. These are the two things. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok. So I'll leave out the power breathing question. And so that's a meditation process. And so just let it be that way. And what is the second question? You want to have what?
Lasan, sir.
Garlic.
Garlic.
Yes.
Garlic. Okay. Okay. Just like anything, like yesterday was somebody saying, I got some intestinal challenge, and then I'm asked to take meat to fix it. The source of it is that, and then they're asked to take that to fix it. So it's like that. Garlic. Now, I don't have a science basis for this statement, but I trust, and then the thing that I've learned and which had made a difference to me is that garlic induces lethargy. It is a food of Maya, illusion. So it induces lethargy, it induces the tamas and rajas qualities, basically laziness and lethargy, and then also the desire to dominate. And so basically it elevates our ego. So foods that are, there is Maya and there is truth. There is truth centered, the Maya intrinsic. They are contrasts of experiences. So I've avoided garlic. I refined my diet long ago. Ever since I understood, I'm very, very happy. Health is happening through the thought that you send. Foods have effect. Once you completely have a control over thought, and then we have thoughts-based creation, then it is, that's what is creating all the hell. The physical food impact is far, 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 far little. But however, we are using this, we are using refinements as much as possible, doing refinements, right? Refinements to health through diet change and thought change and breathing that comes regular, so that conscious breathing, so all of them are refinements. Okay. That's what I would say.
Thank you, sir. I've got the answer. And
I
what's
avoid
about
garlic. I avoid garlic, yes.
okay, sir. And what's about the power breathing, sir? Power breathing, and then relaxation. That's a little more time.
Do power breathing outside. Don't ask me to change my meditation process. Do power breathing outside whenever what you want to do. Okay.
Thank you, Ashokji. Next, we have Prafulji. Please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, Namaste Chandra sir, Namaste to all of your team members. Sir, today's session was great. As usual, that we enter in third week. I just want to know, today we are done that power breathing, that is small, that you inhale from nose and exhale from mouth. So last 2 weeks we are controlling our inhale exhale through nostrils, and we are controlling on that only. So what is the difference between that process and this exhale with mouth?
Our core process is breath mindfulness meditation, which is not controlling the breath, which is just observing the breath.
Okay.
If something has to be called meditation, that is the meditation. Everything else is some process around it to enhance experience,
Okay.
to let go of the mind faster. And those who are very, very highly mind-centric have challenge letting go of the mind. And so some of these processes are helping. But somebody who is it comes natural to let go of the mind about, my body and the past and future. But for them, nothing of everything that we're doing is required except observing the breath and going empty. Observing the breath and becoming empty, or breath mindfulness meditation, is all that is required. Eventually, that's all is sufficient. Nothing else is required. I go on record, nothing else is required. Just observing the breath and then becoming empty completely is sufficient. That is the crux of the process. So there we're not controlling the breath. We're observing the breath. Right? There's a difference. Controlling manipulation was observation. Observing the breath to forget about ourselves, right? That's the main part. That's why we spend every day maximum time in that process. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the heart elevation, the gratitude segments are added to shift ourselves into a better mood, to have a deeper experience with heart elevation before you go into meditation. And then to come out in a high, in case you felt your meditation is not that good today and it is not that, there is and all that, then at least gratitude sort of catches you back into a high and you're in a good mood, you end it, you go out, right? And then of course, gratitude by itself has its own benefit of being in a positive mood, so become coherent, right? So that's why we are doing heart elevation, breath mindfulness meditation, heart elevation for a little while, breath mindfulness meditation for a long time, gratitude for a really short time, right?
Okay.
There's a good process. Now today's, that breathing, and I call power breathing, I just call breathing, I'm asking us to lie down and relax. And so this quick breathing is oxygenating the brain enough to not let us sleep. In the lie down segment is oxygenating our brain a little bit enough, a little bit. And if you do too much of it, then the whole meditation, the whole translates, all of that is broken. If you do too much of it, it's all broken. It's not, gaining that energy from that perspective. It is to oxygenate ourselves a little bit, because we're already in some kind of a trance state before we are We have visualized a future, there's a lot of energy, and then so we are a little high. And so not going to sleep. And so to oxygenate it just enough, and then we're lying down. That's the purpose of it. Okay. That's why we're
Thank you,
doing
sir.
it. And it's not a necessity, it's not a requirement. And if somebody feels it is confusing, you can very safely ignore the segment and only observe the breath and then be with the breath, empty yourself, and then conclude meditation. Right? We're adding some of these things to help us let go of the mind, to help us get into ourselves. And it helped me, and it's helping a lot of people, so we're doing it. Right?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Acha, one more thing I just want to share. Can somebody ask you questions in Hindi? So it is okay to answer, you answer with English.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because some of my friends, even my wife also, she wants to ask questions, but she says she is not comfortable in English. She understands very well. So that's why she hesitated to ask the questions.
Puchiye, no problem.
Okay, I will tell her to ask whenever she feels that to ask the questions in Hindi.
Abhi.
Okay, sir.
Abhi.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Prabhuji. Next we have
Yeah.
Swarna ji. Please unmute. Go ahead.
Namaskaram, Chandra sir.
Namaste,
This
madam.
is Varna.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Beautiful meditation. I felt as if I am sitting in the first class 2 years ago.
Now, kuda memories, you are bringing me back to the memories. Yeah.
So exact, there's no difference, sir. Means in a experience wise. So I felt like, yeah. And those memories are deep rooted, right? In the beginning, initial days. So it was really as precise those days.
Yes.
So,
We get the first 90%. You know it. Significant difference happens in 10% of the time. Then the
right,
rest
sir.
10%
Yeah.
will take 90% of our time, which is a lifetime now. The
Yeah,
remaining
sir.
10% of the refinement has to happen, refine. So the experience does not seem to be far too different from yesterday. Right? Because we got a significant change. But then we do need the 10% change to be happy all the time.
Right, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, maybe I can share my transformation or my changes that had happened. So, yeah, I know most of the,
Please share, madam.
means those most of the side effects, sleep, craving, and all those things, as you said in the beginning, first month or first 41 days, I was come out of those. But my biggest challenge was like my thyroid. I didn't even know that the meditation has a benefit of curing diseases. When I joined, I just joined as a very, very zero state, like ground. I don't know anything about it, meditation. I just blindly followed. But one day I mentioned like I had all these side effects because of thyroid. Then you said, oh, you have thyroid and it's going to go away. So very casually told that day, my happiness was rose to the sky, because that was biggest challenge and I didn't even know. So that I was come out of it. I reduced. It was a chronic, I had like since in my teenager age, and I've been taking medication, but that has reduced to 50% recently. So that was biggest change that I was able to bring in myself. And relationships, and definitely when we come out of the big problems, these small little problems, relationship, those things become smaller and they obviously go away, right? Because we have more awareness and more meditation, more mindfulness. So yeah, how to respond to people, kids, how to be mindful, how to be awareness, those things. I didn't even know what is awareness when people said before coming to meditation, they would say, be aware what you are eating. You know, I used to eat so much junk food and I didn't even know what is awareness means. I asked a person who advised me to be aware. I said, like, how to be aware? I know I am eating. How to be aware? So I remember that question because now we talk more about awareness. Then he said, like, just, yeah, you just know when you're eating, you just pay attention, he said. I didn't really catch that point. I didn't know how to be aware because I never meditated, right? But now I know aware means. So with the awareness, I know what I'm eating. I completely became a vegetarian as soon as I heard from you the importance of vegetarianism and why we should not eat non-veg. So my body rejected automatically. So because when we trust with full faith, it will go away. We don't need to struggle because I have a complete trust, faith on the process. And slowly, universe will show you that will increase your more. But initially, even when you don't know, just trust blindly because masters who are gone through, they are telling you. So that's what I did. My body automatically rejected. I didn't even know. So like that, so many changes occurred. And now no cravings at all. I know everything will be there, but we don't go because we are mindful. We now more mainly like I'm a vegetarian and with the only vegetables mostly. Not even I don't even eat lentils that much, not rice, not chapati. Just meditation gives plenty of energy that really needed, and food is just for us to survive and do our service. That is the only reason we need to have a food, but it's not a food, it's not a protein you need. Those concepts are gone from my mind. So yeah, I just wanted to share, so some of the new beginners probably that might help them. So thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you, sir.
Wonderful. You feel thyroid.
Yes, sir.
Things. It's a big thing.
It is.
And then once that is body is done, then we move up to the mind to fix all the things on the mind. That's not good. This person is not good. That is not good. All of those
exactly gone. Yeah,
it's gone. Then you move up further and say, you made a statement. Food, the concepts of proteins, this and that, all of that is a model of creation. You moved, changed that model, became more free now. I love the statement when Patriji told, food is there for taste buds, to experience more. So we have to experience, right? We have to experience life. The taste buds have got a reason. I do experience it. Brinjal has one taste and bitter gourd has another taste, and all of them has to be experienced. And so the taste buds are there to enjoy that sweet, this and that. So they're there to enjoy. How much you go on, moderate, our body is going to tell us anyways, enough. And so that's how we see the food is, the taste buds are there to experience, so then we take it. Now, this is a powerful concept to become free of the notion of what we eat. Instead, eat for experience, right? Swami Rama also talks about this beautifully in his book called The Royal Path, differentiating the energy, the prana that we receive. The prana is required to energize and to energize the cells of the body, right? And so the prana plenty through meditation, good amount through breathing, conscious breathing, and a little bit through food. So tiny that it didn't really matter. But then why would we not refine? So we refine. So that's why the first 90% is obtained through meditation. So you automatically heal, you receive so much prana, the body, all the 90% illnesses go. Then you become a little more conscious about breathing, and the breathing becomes more conscious. Then we leave a lot of these mental anxieties and stresses and many of those. So breathing becomes more conscious, more mindful. We fix that, and so you get 99% benefit. And then we start looking at food refinements. Non-vegetarian, exception. Non-veg food is an exception. We're not talking about the quality of food here. We're talking of a gross poison pill taking every day, or things that are causing, but that's a different thing. But otherwise, the rest of the food aspects are to be viewed from that angle, that we come to it as a last refinement. First, we fix a lot of things through meditation, and then of course, then we start looking at every little aspect. Why should we lose that 1% energy? And so fix every little thought, fix every little word, and then all food choices we make. Thank you for reminding back and then giving that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. And yeah, we are also doing here at Dr. G.K. Sir's organization, Spiritual Tablets. We are doing counseling. If anybody is need more clarification, or anybody going through the health issues or relationship problems or anything, yeah, please do see us. We'll handle them. Means we will guide them to go in a right path. So just it's just a side note, sir. Just I would like to know. I know this is whatever you are doing every day, regular meditation is needed. But if you need extra guidance, you all can see Dr. G.K. sir or one of us. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sure, madam. There is meditation is a general pill for everything. Meditation is a general pill. You read as many books and do as much meditation, then we have gotten many things fixed automatically. Because it's nearly impossible to say a problem in leg is because of certain way, because there's infinity of combinations of stuff. A problem in leg is because of this, or no, a problem in heart is because of that. Because the infinity of combinations are possible. And so meditation and then enhancing our knowledge and knowledge and knowledge, and the right knowledge will come to the right time. That's also there. Right knowledge will come to the right time. That means we'll solve some problems, we'll keep on having other problems for some more time, before we come out of them by acquiring the right knowledge. And these two are essential for us to fix, for us to enhance. Now, like anything, there are always specialists. The specialists needed to help those who are in serious challenge, who need that extra support, who need that extra push. A specialist can help. And so just the way you have generalists and specialists, and then the specialists have a role, or the generalist is doing, and then still I need some more help. So it's like that, you have these specific aspects. And my younger brother, Dr. G.K., Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation, is definitely helping many people to heal through increasing their wisdom in specific areas to support it. So Spiritual Tablets is definitely doing great work and can help those who are practicing meditation and sincerely and seriously. Because if you go there, they'll also tell you the same. Become sincere and serious with your practice first. And then if you still there is a challenge of health, and then there's support. But we have to first become sincere and serious. Small problem, small meditation. Big problem, long meditation. Are we doing it? 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. And then if you do that, and then I'm sure they'll heal most of it. And if still there is a challenge, then of course some help is required to understand the concept of karma, to understand this wisdom, that wisdom, accelerate a bit so that we can get out of the challenge. And so spiritual tablet is always helping to many who are sincere and who are practicing, but still need some help. Thank you, Swana Madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you for such awesome sharings, Varna ma'am. Next, we have Richa ma'am. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Just wanted to share my experience today. It was wonderful. I was into completely deep trance that I was not listening to your instructions at all, and I just got awoken before you asked to lie down. While I was relaxing, I could see some colors, and yeah, it was wonderful. As always, like always. Thank you.
That's great. Energy vacation is called.
Mhm.
You go into energy field to see all those beautiful things, like in a physical vacation we do to see the beauty, enjoy. Every Sunday is energy vacation. We're going on a trip into the energy field. Yeah. Tell me, madam.
So, is it? I mean, I should not be thinking of getting some visualizations and all, right? I just am kind of knocked out and come out when it's time.
Yeah, that's okay. You have intention to go in to do the process end to end, but then in between we are hijacked. We are taken away somewhere, but that's okay. That is okay. It's a process. Sometimes we are deeply in the process. Sometimes we are not consciously aware, but many times subconsciously it's happening. So it's okay. Okay. Remember, always the right thing is happening for you in that session. So accept.
No analysis.
Always right thing is happening.
Like so.
If we stuff ourselves with a ton of biryani, with full of masala and then all that, what does it do? It just puts so much load. The body is just so lazy to go, so then of course, then you're going to just be crashing out. So what we do is to refine our food habits, and some of those basic stuff then we just do, right? A sincere sadhak is doing it. Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhana, three things are there for us to absolutely go in deeply. Tapa has reduced the needs of the body. Swadhyaya is to continue to explore the areas of interest for you by reading and learning more about it. So where you contemplate is where you create. Your experience will be always matching it with what you're thinking or contemplating on any model. All right. So Swadhyaya is, let's say, hey, I'm very interested in my past lives. Okay, read up, listen to many experiences of past lives, and then understand it a little more and more and more. And so then that thought and that intentions will sort of take you towards that side. Right? Swadhyaya. Ishwar Pranidhana is to absolutely be in the state of saran and say, I'm so limited, I'm so tiny in this intelligence of infinite. And so what am I to hold on to my body? So let me just let it go. For these moments of meditation, let me let it go. Ishvara Pranidhana is that there is infinity of intelligence going on. So why should I be actively driving things? When we are actively doing work, let's be very active. When that is done, you go into the Ishvara Pranidhana state, let go. When your active work is done, let go. Fine. I'm just not bothered about anything. Can we let go of it? That be in that state as much. When you're doing these three things, then we're sure going to know. When it's sure going to go into the process and to know more about ourselves, to have those better, stronger experiences. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Last one. Kokilji.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I don't think anybody would have told you, sir, after meditation, one can feel actually very hungry also. This is my recent experience. The moment the meditation gets over in the morning, generally I would wait for an hour or two to have my breakfast. But now the moment the meditation is over, I'm literally running for breakfast. So this is something which is very recent. So I thought I'll just share with you. And I had never experienced earlier, though I'd been reading books and all about immunity boosters and healthy eating and other things. But then somewhere I read that you should eat when you are really hungry. That noise should come from the stomach that yes, you are hungry. I had never experienced it earlier, but it's only after this meditation for the last 10 days or so that I started experiencing, yes, this is what is actually being hungry, and one is looking for something to eat the moment the meditation is over. So I thought I'll just share with you.
Okay, madam, that's great. It's just building more awareness about that part of it. So it could be the time for you to let go of any notion of timely and schedule-based food and stuff.
Yeah, correct.
The time to synthesize and integrate through this experience and to go into that model of being more free and liberated about when to eat and not eat. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm feeling very hungry. I know for sure. So we'll go now. So thank you very much, dear friends.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.
Thank you, everyone.